Cathedral Credit Union is celebrating big. Get up to $81,000 at just 0.8% interest with our anniversary loan. And because Christmas is in the air, we're spreading cheer with up to $60,000 at only 1%. Visit cathedralcutt.com or call 235-6947 today. Cathedral Credit Union. Member owned, member focused.
Hunters search and rescue express confidence toddler's body will be found. Tobago loses another icon, and TRHA marks Salt Awareness Week with public education. Good evening, Tobago. I'm Natalie Singh. Thank you for tuning into Channel 5 News for Thursday, May 14th, 2026. To our top story now. Head of the group Hunters Search and Rescue, Valence Rambarat, is very hopeful that the body of Angelo Tobias will be recovered from the sea. The Trinidad group is a prominent NGO specializing in locating missing people and recovering bodies. 2-year-old Angelo was reported missing to the police on the evening of Monday, May 11th.
And the second thing is that we listened to TIMA and their analysis of the sightings, and we have come to the conclusion that the sightings are highly possible. And so based on that, we are focused on doing beach searches. We have our Tobago member, Kester Jerry. He's an expert in this area. He knows how the current operates, and we've identified a search area. And just like TIMA, we are very hopeful that we could achieve closure in this Angelo's case.
Rambarat says the group conducted preliminary searches of the area around the home and will concentrate its efforts in the waters of Goodwood Bay.
We did a toddler walk from the house to the beach, and it took a minute and 10 seconds. The distance is just about 200 feet and not 3,000 meters has been bandied about.
May 13th is the third day of the search, and local volunteer Goodwood resident Kester Jerry, who is familiar with the tidal surges in the area, believes the body should surface in another day or two unless trapped in the rock along the coastline of the bay, says Rambarat. Hunter Search and Rescue will continue seashore patrols.
Well, we look at the currents, how they flow, and as well as the tidal flow. So you would normally find things coming up on the high tide, and you have to wait a whole 12 hours for another high tide, and that impacts on the time. But we're pretty sure that, you know, in either today or tomorrow, sometime in that period, we should be able to achieve closure.
According to the police, a child's body was spotted briefly in the sea on Tuesday, May 12th, but disappeared below the water. Police investigations are ongoing. An autopsy performed on an infant who was found unresponsive by his mother on Saturday, May 9th in Charlottesville, Tobago, has ruled the cause of death as asphyxiation. The police report said that the mother found the male infant unresponsive on a couch in the home and alerted emergency services. Officers responded to the scene and conducted inquiries. Senior Superintendent Rodale Kirk says foul play is not suspected. The autopsy was conducted on May 13th at the Scarborough General Hospital by pathologist Dr. Hubert Daisley. Police investigations continue, but Senior Superintendent Kirk says it could be linked to sudden infant death syndrome, classified as the unexplained death of an infant less than 1 year old during sleep. Residents of Charlottesville are in mourning over the death of this child on the day before Mother's Day. Bishop's High School student Kyle Charles's victory at the Mindstar National Spelling Bee highlights a dedication, and makes the community proud in the Spelling Bee finals in the Form 1 and 2 category. The contest took place at the Southern Academy for the Performing Arts in the San Fernando on May 12th, creating a memorable experience for participants and spectators alike. 15 top spellers from Tobago, representing primary and secondary schools, competed at the national finals in Trinidad, organized by Al Williams Educational Services and Consultancy. The Mindstar National Spelling Bee aims to promote literacy, critical thinking, and confidence among students in Trinidad and Tobago, with categories for various age groups and a Tobago edition highlighting local culture. Rocky Point Foundation is clarifying its position on the 200-room hotel, bungalows, villas, and private residences project located in Mount Irving. In a May 14 statement, the group says its objections are based on specific technical and environmental concerns raised by multiple environmental groups and stakeholders throughout the environmental impact assessment review process. The group notes that the issue is not whether Tobago should be developed, rather it is whether this development has been properly assessed and whether the approval adequately protects the coastline, reef systems, marine life, and public interest. The Rocky Point Foundation says it is concerned about inadequate protection of coastal and marine ecosystems, questions about the quality and completeness of the environmental assessment, and a long-term risk to Tobago's tourism product. The foundation says it supports stronger wastewater standards, improved runoff containment, reef monitoring, turtle-safe lighting, and better coastal setbacks. It notes that the recommendations must be demonstrable, adequate for the scale and sensitivity of the site. In early May, the Environmental Management Authority officially approved the project to proceed. The project must now get Town and Country Planning's approval. This is news on Tobago Channel 5 on Pulse 89.5 FM. We take a short break. When we come back, lots more.
Red Credit Union. You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dreams on a team, let's do it. You can get the help you need to succeed. Red Credit Union, you can believe that you can be it. Today you can live that dream. Pull up to the job and survive the week with Red Credit Union. Yes you can, yes you can.
Come in and live your best life today with Red Credit Union.
Welcome to the speed round of getting money right. Let's begin. Name some of the red flags associated with an investment scam.
Pressure tactics to invest.
Correct.
Promise of money if you bring friends.
Correct.
Request for personal information.
Correct. Bonus question. What is the penalty for operating a pyramid or Ponzi scheme?
$10 million and 10 years in prison.
Correct. Well done. The scores are even, so we go to our tiebreaker question. You receive money in your account from an investment company and they tell you to transfer it to a third account. Does that sound right?
I think about it and that not right.
Congratulations, you tinker. Getting money right is brought to you by the TTSEC. Visit investigateTT.com to access free learning resources and check the TTSEC for a list of registered individuals and securities. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. You invest, we protect, everyone benefits.
Escape to elegance at Le Chateau Suites Tobago. Gated privacy, breathtaking villas, unforgettable memories, where Caribbean dreams become reality.
For 10 years, Pulse 89.5 FM has been the beat that moves Tobago. From the latest hits to the voices of the community, we bring the island's rhythm to life. Every day, every hour. Stay locked to Pulse 89.5 FM, the beat of Tobago, Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and stream us worldwide on the TuneIn app.
As you come in, long time I see you. This station complete. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. They're total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla. I thought it was your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two, better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children are okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Welcome back to news here on Tobago Channel 5 on Pulse 89.5 FM. Mr. George Stanley Beard, a prominent figure in Tobago's history, known for founding the Blue Food Festival and creating the Tobago Heritage Festival, has died. The legend passed away on Wednesday, May 13, 2026, at the age of 79. Mr. Beard was part of the Tobago House of Assembly for 12 years, between 1984 and 2001. He was Secretary of Tourism in 1987 and Chairman of the Tourism Development Company. He was a consummate politician who began as a member of the Democratic Action Congress and later joined the Tobago Organization of the People. Years later, the cultural icon and politician was part of the non-aligned Tobago Politicians Group. The group, made up of veterans, shared their views on issues affecting Tobago, especially the need for Tobago to be given greater autonomy. In 2024, under the Fali Augustine-led THA, Mr. Beard was awarded the Tobago Medal of Honor Gold for his years of service in the spheres of public service, community service, education, and culture. And in January this year, the Tourism Division named a scholarship after Mr. Beard. The Tourism Scholarship Program is geared towards strengthening Tobago's tourism and cultural sectors by educating young people. Meanwhile, Chief Secretary Fali Augustine and former Tourism Secretary Tasha Grace Boris eulogized Mr. Beard. In messages posted on their social media accounts, they spoke highly of one of Tobago's icons. The Chief Secretary said Mr. Beard's contribution to Tobago will be remembered forever. Reminding that Mr. Beard conceptualized and established the Tobago Heritage Festival and launched the Blue Food Festival, the Chief Secretary said Mr. Beard's vision, passion and commitment helped shape and preserve Tobago's traditions. Augustine extended sincere condolences to Mr. Beard's family, friends, loved ones, and everyone in Tobago mourning the icon's death. And former Tourism Secretary Boris said Mr. Beard believed in her as a Bishop High School student at 14 years old and in 2020, when she became involved in politics. She said she's honored by his contributions and his help in fostering a new generation of Tobagonians. Boris said Tobagonians can honor Mr. Beard daily by refusing to be ordinary. And the Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries mourns Mr. Beard's death. In a May 14th statement, the division said decades of service and visionary leadership helped to define Tobago's cultural and environmental landscape. In addition to his work on the Tobago Heritage Festival, the Blue Food Festival, the Tobago Archaeological Program, the Walking Tours Program, and the Fort King George Theme Park development, the division said Mr. Beard is an environmental advocate. His advocacy in this area resulted in the establishment of the Division of Natural Resources and the Environment and the creation of Tobago's first Environmental Inspectorate. The division said Mr. Baird also designed an environmental cadets training program and helped develop youth and education through initiatives such as the UNESCO ASPNet Schools program. In the statement, the Tourism Secretary, Assembly Member Zorisha Hackett, said Mr. Baird, quote, was a true son of the soil whose life's work helped shape Tobago into the culturally rich and environmentally conscious destination we know today. Tobago has lost a pioneer, mentor, and national builder whose contributions will remain deeply woven into the fabric of our island's story, end quote. Tobago East MP David Thomas is holding on to hope that the body of a 2-year-old Angelo Tobias, who went missing on Monday evening, will be recovered. Tobias, who lives in Goodwood, was discovered missing about 7:30 p.m. on May 12th.
Let us do some introspection. Let us put ourselves in a responsible space and know that we ought to be treating our children with diligence. Right? It is hurt while I'm saddened by Stanley Baird's passing. I am hurting over the disappearance of that child. And I wish that the child is alive and we would eventually recover the child. But at the same time, I cannot fathom that a child would be left alone at that hour of the night. And when both parents are alive and around, that could be caring for the child.
Thomas warns if children are not treated well, Tobago will lose, as children are the future.
We need to be taking stock of what we do, and we need to be showing responsible behavior in this society, as our society would deteriorate. I am deeply hurt. At the same time, I still wish the entire family circle of that child the best going forward. Hope we can recover the child, and if we can't, my deepest condolences to everybody.
The search for Tobias began May 12th, and the search and rescue group led by Valence Rambarat joined the search effort on May 14th. On May 13th, residents also spotted what they believed to be a body floating in the water. The Coast Guard, fishermen and residents helped in the search yesterday. However, the rough seas hampered rescue efforts. This is news on Tobago Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. We take a short break. When we come back, lots more.
PVC windows are now in stock at Armando's Hardware in Scarborough, Tobago. Get popular sizes in horizontal sliders, single hung or sash windows, all with bug screens included, no maintenance, sea blast resistant. Plus, they come with a 20-year UPVC warranty. Why not include our installation service? Visit Armando's Hardware for dormers, windows and doors.
Need furniture and appliances for your home at affordable prices? It's time to visit JG's Furniture and Appliances Limited at their showroom at Smithfield No. 2 in Scarborough. There's more room to shop, more furniture and appliances, more brands to choose from, all at the same affordable price. Get everything you need to furnish your home, like stoves, fridges, washing machines, couches, dining sets. They even have swing chairs, school desk, chase loungers, sports sets, garden benches, day beds, and coffee tables. JG's is perfect for gift ideas for new and established homeowners. A wide variety of furniture and appliances. After 35 years, JG's is still Tobago's top choice for furniture and appliances. Visit their showrooms either at Orange Hill Road or Smithfield No. 2. JG's, make your dream home come true.
Cathedral Credit Union is celebrating big. Get up to $81,000 at just 0.8% interest with our anniversary loan. And because Christmas is in the air, we're spreading cheer with up to $60,000 at only 1%. Visit cathedralcutt.com or call 235-6947 today. Cathedral Credit Union. Member owned, member focused.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash in transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Welcome back to news here on Tobago Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. The Tobago Regional Health Authority has launched a series of public education events aimed at educating the public, including school children, to mark this year's Assault Awareness Week. To this end, TRHA officials visited the Tobago Channel 5 program Rise and Shine earlier today. Nutritionist Abigail Berkeley explains the significance of Assault Awareness Week.
So Assault Awareness Week is where we highlight and raise public awareness on the benefits of reducing your salt intake to, of course, prevent and protect us against NCDs. And we know some of the most common ones are hypertension, or what we call high blood pressure, diabetes, and so. But salt really reduces or impacts our risk for high blood pressure.
Dr. Hazel Thompson was asked whether people with hypertension should stop all salt intake.
By definition, hypertension is an elevation or sustained elevation that is seen in your arteries. No salt at all is not recommended. You do need a bit of salt because those are electrolytes that are found naturally in your body that does help with conduction and other important functions within the body. But salt is a contributor, not the only cause. So the primary, more than 90% of the persons who are diagnosed with hypertension have what we call primary or essential hypertension, where there is no known cause, but there are contributor factors such as like high blood pressure, excess alcohol intake, smoking, lack of exercise, sedentary lifestyles. These are all contributing factors.
Dr. Hazel Thompson was asked whether people with hypertension should stop all salt intake. Salt Awareness Week is marked from May 11th to 17th. World Hypertension Day is May 17th. If you have bought honey before and feel it's fake, you may have recourse if you pay attention to the packaging before you purchase.
There are some parameters that you're supposed to have on your bottle of honey to show that the origin, meaning that you're supposed to have an APRI number of it. So I'm assuming that some of the honey that you were speaking about are those without labels that people are selling.
No labels at all.
Right.
One plain bottle.
So one of the ways that you could to prevent yourself from being caught in that trap is to look for certain things. A honey's bottle is supposed to have a label. It's supposed to know who it comes from and where it is. The address is supposed to be there, the number is supposed to be there, as in the telephone number, in addition to the APRI number.
He says a number is given to all beekeepers registered with the government. To view the entire interview with the beekeeper, you can log on to the Tobago Channel 5's Rise and Shine program from May 14th. The UNC-led government sought to deceive the population when it stated in Parliament that a gang member's actions caused a national security incident last Friday. resulting in a greater level of protection of MPs in Parliament and certain government officials. The government is making those kinds of statements to set the tone for an extension of the current state of emergency, says Opposition Chief Whip Marvin Gonzalez. He made those statements during the People's National Movement May 14th press conference.
What is happening in this country is the government being in an embarrassing and most uncomfortable position where this failed state of emergency is concerned and where it is planning to extend the state of public emergency in Trinidad and Tobago. They are now setting the stage to play with the minds of the people of Trinidad and Tobago to extend this state of emergency.
The PNM Chief Whip also said he does not believe the government because last Friday when the House of Representatives sat, there was nothing unusual about the security.
When we left the Parliament on Friday night, there was no heightened sense of security or presence around the Parliament. When we stayed in the Parliament from 1:30 up to 7 p.m., no one briefed us as members of Parliament. No one briefed the leader of the opposition that there were specific threats surrounding the Parliament against members of Parliament, and therefore certain action had to be taken.
Gonzalez, who's a former Minister of National Security under the PNM government, said the fact that Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander could not say whether anyone had been charged under the Anti-Gang Act is also an indication that the government's heightened national security statement is a deception. He also said that he knows no one has been charged under the Act and that the government would have been embarrassed to say that while still asking for the SOE's extension. Here's a look at the weather for Thursday, May 14th. Tonight, moderate concentrations of Saharan dust, fair but hazy with a light breeze and the isolated shower. Tomorrow, winds may gust in near some showers, fair to partly cloudy, hazy and breezy windy with the scattered isolated shower. Night will be partly cloudy and slightly hazy with a light breeze and the isolated shower. Seas are moderate, east to east-southeast, 10 to 45 kilometers per hour. Waves in open waters 1.5 meters to 2.5 meters, 3 meters. In sheltered areas 1.5 meters, occasionally choppy. High tides are 1:51 a.m. and 2:46 p.m. Low tides are 8:27 a.m. and 8:24 p.m. Sunrise at 5:40 a.m., sunset at 6:18 p.m. Tomorrow's temperatures should reach a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius and fall to 23 degrees Celsius. Before we go, let's recap the headlines. Hunters search and rescue express confidence toddler's body will be found. Tobago loses another icon. Anti-RHA marks Salt Awareness Week with public education. That does it for tonight at Channel 5 News Desk. Have a good night and stay safe.